Hey, what's up everybody? So, as part of Welcome Week over here in Seattle, the Chinese International District, or CID for short, is having what's called a food walk, which is basically what I'm going to interpret as a little bit of a night market. Now, not too sure exactly if that's what it is, but just based on the fact that it says a food walk, let's go ahead and take a look and see what they have to offer. So the one nice thing about this is that they're going to have this event again in August of 28, which is a Saturday. So let's go ahead and take a look and see what it's like firsthand, and then if it's good enough, maybe you guys can come back and check it out in August. Let's take a look. Alright, so this is exactly not what I thought it would be actually. So I thought it would be similar to a night market. So for those of you who aren't familiar with night market, it's basically people who pitch up tents and they have basically food for you to serve. And this is a very popular thing for places like Taiwan, for example, or Thailand, and even Canada and one of their areas in Vancouver. I think it's either in Richmond or it's somewhere in Vancouver where they have a big area set up for a night market, or rather just essentially a food place to come by and get food. But this is more of you go to various restaurant spots and you just go ahead and just get some food. You order from the menu and that's basically it. So let's see. I mean, the map is pretty extensive. It's basically just walking around all the areas of International District, and I guess we'll just go ahead and check out some of the spots and see. Now, unfortunately, some of these places do have quite a bit of a line, which is kind of annoying, honestly, but I guess let's go check it out. So looking at the $2 menu, nothing really fancy. It's a humble pie, pint of local draft beer. We'll skip that. Let's go ahead and take a look at the $3 menu. Among everything here that looks pretty good, I want to say the onigiri sounds pretty good. Let's go ahead and take a look at the gopoke and get some onigiri. Alright, so if you guys have never had an onigiri before, it's basically a seaweed, or rather rice wrapped in seaweed, and there's a little bit of fish inside. Now, I tried to unwrap this thing. This is not the most comfortablest thing to unwrap. I mean, look at this. Alright, it came in a triangle shape. I unwrapped it somehow. Alright, look at this wrapping. What the hell kind of wrapping is this? It's separated, so you have to basically take it out from here. And I guess there was instruction. Now, I should have read the instruction, but I figured it would be pretty easy to do. But let's go ahead and try this and see if this is actually worth the $3. Now, normal price is about $4, but obviously they're doing the promotion. Oh my God, this thing is so annoying. Well, I guess you just peel it off like that, and you have a triangular shaped fish. So let's go and take a look first. It's supposed to kind of look like that. I really fumbled this up, but taste-wise, it's not bad. Now, for some reason, I expected this to be a little bit colder. It's a little warm in my opinion. I was actually hoping they would have what's called spamasugi, which is basically spam wrapped in rice and a little bit of seaweed. That is actually really good, but all right, I'm gonna go ahead and finish it, and let's go ahead and look at the menu to see what else we can get on the next list. So, all right, I've been to a lot of these places already. For example, I've been to Young Tea, I've been to Oasis Tea Zone, so we're gonna go ahead and skip some of that. But the one thing that actually sounds pretty interesting to me is something called a half and half rice dog. So it's basically about a block and a half from here. It's called Chung Chung Rice Dog. Let's go and take a look and see what that is. All right, so this actually looks pretty good. So it wasn't originally what we ended up ordering, right? I wanted to initially get the half and half hot dog, but you know what? This looked a lot more appealing. So what this is actually squid ink hot dog. Now, apparently the batter is dipped, well, typical batter, but they also mixed in some squid ink, hence why it looks black. So let's see what it actually tastes like. Hold on. So this is still considered a half and half. Half of it is basically mozzarella cheese, and the bottom half, which is actually kind of cute to take a look at it, they basically cut it up into like a little bit of a squid or octopus, but bottom half is basically a hot dog. And you guys remember hot dog on a stick, which was very popular like in the malls back in the day? Those corn dogs were good. Now, this corn dog is really freaking good as well. And what they added, I'm not too sure exactly what they added on the exterior parts of it, but it is so crunchy. You take a bite of the exterior, inside hot melted cheeses, and Really good. And I just want to say that although squid ink might sound really gross, really nasty for some of you, I'd say give it a shot. There's not really a distinguishable taste to it at all. Although it looks black, it looks disgusting, but honestly, you can't really taste it. Honestly, you can't really taste it because the cheese is pretty much very overpowering. The exterior crunchiness of it is pretty overpowering as well. So give it a shot, try it out. You might like it. The one thing I always like to say, especially with food, is that you have to open up your horizon. You gotta try different things. You gotta experiment to see what you like and what you don't like. And this, I like. All right, so I'm actually getting pretty full at this point. Looking at the menu, I'm not too sure what else to try. Actually, the one thing here I'm looking at is a $6 menu, the takoyaki. So if you guys have never had takoyaki before, what it basically is, it's basically a ball with octopus inside. So that sounds kind of good because everything else as far as the $7 menu and an $8 menu is kind of basically a full-size meal. And I don't really have a belly for that anymore, so I'm just looking to get something that's more of like an appetizer, and maybe we'll get a drink at the end because I haven't had boba in a while. So let's go ahead and check out the Fort St. George takoyaki balls. All right, so initially when I was walking into the establishment for the Fort St. George, I was a little bit hesitant for some reason. It didn't look like a very, very presentable location, but pretty cool. They actually had this one store where they sell like very, very old classic video games. It's called like the Pink Gorilla or something like that, where they sell like classic Nintendo, Super Nintendo, TurboGrafx 16, all of these old little video games. So a really cool store to check out if you're interested in like nostalgic, old classic video games. So we went ahead and ordered the takoyaki. Again, it's basically a giant little ball with, I believe, small little baby octopus inside. So let's go ahead and try it out and see if it's actually worth the $6.
I've had better.
I've definitely had better. I mean, one thing I want to say is that the takoyaki is not very warm. It's just kind of, it's like room temperature. I would prefer the inside to be a little bit warmer. It does taste a little bit dry. It did seem like everything was already pre-made because you basically order it and they bring it to you within 10 seconds. It's that quick, so I don't think it's as fresh as it could be, but definitely I would give this a skip. Honestly, this is not worth my $6, so I give this a skip. All right, so that's it for the Chinatown International District food walk. Now, in my opinion, I thought the event was actually okay, primarily due to the fact that you're basically going to restaurants to try out their food. Granted, this is very different from, let's say, if you go to a night market. So, for example, people who are from like Taiwan, Thailand, and you go to various booths and tents and you go basically try out different foods. For this particular event, it's basically you're going to a restaurant. They basically have one or two items on the food walk tour menu, which is basically a discounted rate of like maybe 25 to 50 cents. It's not really a really big discount. And I thought the food was for the most part, the food was pretty good. I really, really enjoyed the squid ink hot dog. Again, half mozzarella, half hot dog. Tasted really, really good. Batter was nice and crunchy. The takoyaki, in my opinion, was okay. Like, I've had better takoyaki. This kind of felt like it was just microwaved and just like handed it to you, like, here you go, here's your takoyaki. And like for $6, like, I've honestly had better. And this is something that people should definitely come if you're bringing like a group of friends, for example, or if you just pretty much have nothing else better to do. Again, they're going to have this again on August 28th, so in about a month from now. So that way, if you guys are ever in the area, in Seattle, King County, Pierce County, whatever, you have nothing to do on a Saturday, definitely come by, check it out, and see some of the offerings as far as like what type of foods these places have to offer. Again, it's nothing really out of the ordinary where they're highlighting or specializing in different types of food that they're selling you. It's just like, here you go. The restaurants, the primary business and restaurants are still open to the public. So again, just a little food walk to kind of promote some of the welcome back week for whatever that is Seattle's trying to do. So anyways, leave a comment down below and let me know what you guys think as far as like what would you choose. You have anywhere from a $2 menu all the way up to an $8 menu, offering various foods and items of these different restaurants. So, alright guys, hope you guys enjoyed this food walk and let me know what you guys think. So make sure you guys hit that like, subscribe button, and I'll see you guys next time. Take care.